If you attended one of the packed shows they played in the area over the weekend, I don't have to tell you how special the music of the Blue Sky Riders is. The trio consists of the legendary performer-composer Kenny Loggins, Nashville Songwriters Hall of Famer Gary Burr, and dynamic singer-songwriter Georgia Middleman. The Blue Sky Riders' debut release is titled Finally Home. And we're just thrilled that these guys, they came here last year and they're back in our studio to play live for us this morning, even though the concert was last night. So, and it was packed. They don't need our help. They're just here. I don't know why they're here, actually. Why are you here? Thank you, Kenny.
Yeah, I was just asking them that same question.
That's right. Wait a minute. We don't have to sell tickets to anything?
No. We were told there'd be snacks.
well, there aren't any. Usually restaurants bring in free food. What a show. First off, I was there last night. And what's not to love? Blue Sky Riders. And then I was like, oh, Blue Sky Riders. Oh, cool. I wonder who they're opening up for. Oh, they're opening up for Kenny. It's like Kenny goes back, and then you come back out with your regular band
and a different shirt.
Did you? Yeah. Did they hose you all? What do they do in between shows?
We insist on that.
Yeah. Right. Even if I don't need it, they just hose me off.
And Blue Sky Riders was so great and so contemporary. And then you came out, and the way you did your concert was, at least the impression I had, is you came out and began with storytelling about individual songs, and then it built to a frenzy and got and then Georgia, you came out again as well, and it got to spectacular. You kept bringing out. You had all these cool guest musicians backstage. Who knew?
Who knew that the Blue Sky Riders might show up
again?
Yeah.
So they were just sitting back there going, "Wow, this deli tray is getting old."
I wonder what song he's doing. Maybe we can sit in.
Yeah. So it was really wonderful.
Thank
you. I want to ask you about a couple of things, if you don't mind telling them, because now the show has already happened. But you told this story, and it was so incredible, I didn't even think it could be, I thought might be, fake, about House at Pooh Corner.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a song, and it's one of your earliest songs, right?
Yeah, it goes back to when I was a senior in high school. And I think you're talking about how it got recorded.
How it got recorded, because you're a senior in
yeah.
high school, first off, writing a song that still to this day, everybody knows the words to. And by the way, you can stop in the middle of any song and the audience will finish it for you.
Kind of, yeah.
Which must be incredible.
How often do you...
yeah, go ahead.
How often do you fall back on that? Just, I'm having a tough night, slow night, a little tired.
The audience will sing.
Yeah, you guys get this one.
If I'm a little hoarse, I'll just have them sing the whole show.
So anyway, House on Pooh Corner, you're writing this as a senior in high school.
Right. Well, the story is, and I haven't told it very often, that the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band was going to record the song. I'm cutting to that part of the story.
Okay. Yeah.
And at the last minute, I got a phone call from John McEwen, who was the leader of the band. And he said, "I'm sorry, but we won't be able to record the song. We've been deluged with letters from the Disney attorneys saying cease and desist. We're not allowed to, it turned out I wrote a song about one of the most heavily copyrighted characters in the history of America. And I had no idea, I didn't study copyright law in high school. I had no idea that there was an issue there. And so I found out that they weren't going to record it, and I was disappointed because here I was. This was going to be my first song ever to be recorded.
And you knew it was a great song.
Well,
right?
I always got me laid. I figured, yeah.
It's two things women love, and one of them's Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
What's the other one?
Kenny too. Come on,
which is my nickname for the other thing they love. Yeah.
I was going to call the greatest hits package 30 Years of Pooh, but they didn't go for that.
Comes with a photo album, right? Yeah.
So anyway, I was going on a date that night, and I told my girlfriend, I said, I'm really disappointed, but, I've kind of bummed. I thought I was going to have a song recorded, and it's not going to be recorded because of the Disney attorneys, stopped it. And she said, "Oh, really? Well, let me talk to Daddy about that." Well, it turned out that I was dating the daughter of the CEO of the Disney Corporation.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Wait a minute. Did you start the story by when I was in high school?
Yeah.
You did all this while you were in high school? the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band's going to record my song.
Yeah.
I'm dating the daughter of the Disney CEO. In my high school, it was like, listen, I'm a little disappointed on it. My brother was going to buy us beer, but it didn't happen. So.
Well, it's equatable. It's
all relative. This is you. This is me. It's all relative. You're sweet. You're a kind guy.
The thought that I had during that is what amazing providence or whatever you call it, or fate or karma, because that song wouldn't be being played today. It wouldn't have had the decades of life.
And I was trying to figure out if there was a way to salvage it. Christopher Loggins and I walked along. It wouldn't have worked.
And so, where is she today? Obviously, just a footnote on that song.
She married one of the leaders of Greenpeace, and she's a hardcore environmental activist. She's right out there on the front lines.
Wow,
cool. Marnie Walker.
It was a great story,
and I debt of gratitude.
Don't want to cut into any time. You guys, you can play as long as you like. Even if we have to take a break at the top of the hour, you can come back and play some more.
Cool.
All right, because I know you've been here. You guys
we'll
came here
we'll
early.
See you. Bye.
Yeah, we were discussing the rate we would ordinarily pay per song.
Sure.
It would be quite a lot.
We'll pay double our usual rate.
All right.
There we are.
And there's so much to ask you about, but I don't want to cut into the music too much. But Georgia, last night you got to sing. Well, you sang lots of great stuff. But you also did a Stevie Nicks part.
I know.
And you had said that you don't often let someone else sing that.
I
besides
never
Stevie.
had before Georgia. Yeah.
Is that really true?
Yeah, we just sang it as, the guys in the band we'd all sort of divide the parts up and cover it.
Wow.
Pretty cool, huh?
I did it once.
Yeah, he did. It was the end of our tour. Gary came out in a black dress, and
I would love the visual of you two singing back and forth a love song.
It was lovely. It was
fabulous.
It was a lovely moment.
It was heartwarming.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And you guys, Blue Sky Riders, started with. You're both, award-winning songwriters, and then you, Gary, said, "Oh, you've got to get Georgia if you want a female," and boom, the band was just born out of that instant chemistry, right?
It was pretty instant. I mean, there was no doubt in my mind when the time came to look for someone that it was going to be Georgia, and there was no doubt once we started singing and heard the three of our voices together.
First moment you sang for Kenny, were you nervous at all?
Oh God, I was terrified. And Kenny came to town, and I said, do you want to sing together? I was very nervous, and he said, let's just write a song, totally laid back. Let's just see how this goes. And if I can write a song, I can feel at ease. So the three of us sat down, we wrote a song, and we naturally found our parts, and we went, oh my God, this is a band.
Wow. Was this one about Mickey Mouse or Daffy Duck, or was this one?
We've had enough of lawyers.
Yeah. That's right. And by the way, Kenny, you do that. You write with people, because that was a good part of your storytelling. You like writing with people as well as alone, right?
Yeah, I've always been a collaborator. I started off obviously writing alone, but when I met Jimmy Messina and then on through other characters that I've known, Mike McDonald, David Foster.
What a Fool Believes.
What a Fool Believes.
Your first song with Michael McDonald.
Yeah.
All right. Guys, when these guys come back to town, they're here to promote their gig next summer when they're coming back. Do not ever miss Blue Sky Riders or Kenny Loggins and his band. Let's play a little music. We'll play a song or two, and we'll take a break, and we'll come back as long as they want to play.
Cool.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here they are. Kenny Loggins,
So you have to
Blue Sky Riders.
put the big verb on us now.
I'll give you some verb. Hold on a second. Is this big enough?
What? Oh, that's nice. Here we go. Just for the intro.
Yeah, then cut it off.
Help, I'm caught in the toilet.
Ready? 1, 2.
I'm a rider. Woo, look out. Cross the great unknown, that horizon. Don't need to get no closer. Let the wheels keep rolling, 'cause wherever I go, cross the blue, cross the sky, I know I'm finally home.
On the radio, there's a song that's playing, I swear I wrote, and every single word rings true. On and on I go, just 4 worn tires on an open road, and a new song every mile or two. Yeah, that's just what I do.
I'm a rider, cross the great unknown, that horizon. Don't need to
young, I thought my life was a race to be run. So I ran, and I ran like a man with his eye on the prize. I was all about the next best thing till I figured it out. Now I know I don't have to arrive to be satisfied. I'm a rider across the great unknown, that horizon. Don't need to get no closer. Let the wheels keep rolling, 'cause wherever I go,
Across the blue, across the sky, I know
I'll finally hold.
life is a highway. I broke down somewhere between everything's here, and it should have been there
By now,
smack dab in the middle is maybe not such a bad place to be.
not for me. I'm a rider across the great unknown, that horizon. Don't need to get no closer. Let the wheels keep rolling.
Across the blue, across the sky.
I know I'm where I belong, 'cause I'm a rider out on the great unknown, that horizon. Don't need to get no closer. Let the wheels keep rolling.
Across the blue, across the sky. I know why.
Finally home. Finally home.
Leave home.
Oh, 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 I'm home.
Yeah.
I love
All right. You guys come rolling in with those harmonies. Ladies and gentlemen, if you just tuned in, Kenny Loggins and his band Blue Sky Riders, live here on the show. We'll have a link to all their stuff on the website, bobrivers.com, because you already missed the show until they come back, hopefully
And
next
the
year.
CDs were sold out, by the way. Congratulations,
Yeah,
texters are
thanks.
saying. But they have a great website, so you can link to it from bobrivers.com.
All right.
Want another song? We're cutting to commercial.
I thought we were going to have 4 or 6 or 12,
Yeah,
but
play.
actually, you do parties, right?
Weddings.
You're not booked this afternoon.
Have you ever done a house concert?
Oh yeah.
I mean, wow. How do people get to you for that? Is that on the website? Can
You have
people-
to be Elton John.
Yeah,
You're having a little get-together.
really, Hefner's house. Yeah.
No, we have actually. That's one of the ways we funded the making and promotion of the record is by doing
Private
sort
parties.
of big, high-end house parties.
Yeah.
And we have a friend she was in the nonprofit world, and then she took that model and said, let's just build this house party thing using that model and see if we can raise some money to make the record. And it worked.
I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little easier than someone who says, I need to make my rent this month. Could
Right.
you
Going to have
please
some people
contribute
over,
to my
buy a
Kickstarter?
keg,
Yeah.
cups are $5, but
Right.
the beer's free. You know how it works.
All right.
We
Ladies
haven't
and gentlemen,
done much
more
work. Everything we've made, we've put back into the record.
Blue Sky Riders. Okay.
Thinking we should feature Georgia on this next one, and do a ballad we wrote together for the record. It's a really. We want you to do
I
your-
want you to intro it. This is going
Really?
to be interesting. Yeah.
Oh well.
Come on.
I'm just going to paraphrase your intro.
right.
But it's actually no. Tell your
What
story about
happened?
your dad. Yeah.
Okay. As a songwriter, you write songs and you don't know why they're coming out of you. And a year after we wrote this song, I lost my father, and it was the day of his funeral. And I had to fly to Canada for a job. So I'm sitting in my hotel room that night, and I know I have to work the next night, so I know I have to get some sleep. And I can't because I'm so sad and I can't stop crying. So I turned on my computer and I went onto Facebook and typed a little tribute to my dad. And I just hoped one person would respond just so I'd have somebody to talk to. And I got all these responses from people I didn't even know, and they said, hang in there. I know what that's like, George. I just lost my parent, or I lost my husband, or I just went through a divorce. I know what it's like to be alone and feel like you're